what the hell is going on this planet? So according to NASA, the aliens that's supposed to be coming here in November have a strong resemblance to us. The aggressive aliens of the Earth that's supposed to get here in November resemble African American people. And they're saying they're around 7 feet tall. And if that's the case, we already know why they're aggressive. We already know what they're coming back here for. Earlier this summer, the Pentagon said that the Anunnaki will be back here in the next 2 years. And now NASA, of course, again, NASA is saying that the aliens that are coming here this November look like African Americans. You do the math. The truth of the matter is, the truth has been hidden for way too long about what this planet is, where this planet came from, who we are as a people. And apparently, those interstellar beings that's coming here are coming here for a reason. And apparently, someone's spoken to them. Someone is keeping contact with them. Someone knows their true purpose. Because you can't randomly just say that they're aggressive and they're coming here aggressively if you haven't spoken to them or if they're not here already. Welcome to 2025. I want to see what's next. I'm out.
Late one night in the summer of 1977, a large radio telescope in Ohio intercepted a very unique signal. The telescope was searching the sky on behalf of an organization called SETI, which is the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, and the signal, although it only lasted 72 seconds, fit the profile of a message beamed to us from another world. Jerry Amon, who was a project scientist for SETI, was flipping through some of the computer printouts generated by the telescope when he noticed a series of letters. Now, the way this particular radio telescope worked is it pretty much constantly picked up a signal, but that signal was a very low background hum of static, and that was represented in 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Occasionally, the telescope would pick up a higher number on the readout, like a 7, an 8, a 9, and even above that, it transitions to letters to represent louder radio signals, but all of those higher signals had a rational explanation. But that particular night in 1977, as the telescope swept across the sky, it picked up a signal that was so strong it surged past 0 through 9 and made its way into the letters all the way up to letter U, and it held it for 72 seconds, representing a signal that was 30 times stronger than what this telescope normally picks up as its baseline. So when Eamon saw this amazing string of letters representing this radio signal, he circled it in red ink and wrote next to it, "Wow!" exclamation point, and from that point forward, this transmission became the WOW signal. One of the main reasons the WOW signal was not immediately cast out as some anomaly is because of what we understand about radio wave transmission. The goal of this radio telescope was to try to pick up radio signals coming in from other worlds. And so the way they did that is they opened up a whole bunch of different channels, and anytime they were aiming their dish in a direction of the sky, if there was any radio waves coming towards them, they tried to capture them on different radio frequencies. If you were aiming your antenna in a direction where natural radio waves were coming towards you, it would hit one channel and then diffuse over adjacent channels because it's not a targeted radio wave. Non-natural radio waves, those are targeted radio waves, meaning they were sent out on a single frequency, and only people that have turned to that particular frequency are going to hear your message. That is a non-natural radio wave. The night that the WOW signal was picked up, it was only picked up on one channel. It did not diffuse over the others, meaning the WOW signal is not natural and was created by someone or something. And for the SETI researchers, this is exactly what they were looking for. It is what an intelligent life form would do to try to communicate. They would use one radio frequency to demonstrate this is intentional. But despite decades of professional and amateur astronomers searching the sky for this WOW signal, it's never been found again.
This video is going absolutely viral right now, apparently of a UFO spherical craft seen on top of a mountain peak in Mexico, right? As you can see here, giant silver type object floating between the clouds, and everyone is absolutely freaking out about it. Now, I had to question this a little bit, and I had to do a little bit of research here because we've got two twin peaks, and let me just go onto Google Maps for you. Now, digging around online and finding the site-specific location, which is Pico de Orizaba. Sorry, Mexicans, if I pronounced that wrong, right? If we zoom into this secondary mountain peak here, right, or volcano, shall we say, there's a observatory seen up on the very peak of this area, right? So on the video itself, if you look, you can see two twin peaks. You've got the giant volcano in the background, and then you have this secondary peak here, which is here. Now, if we look around the area, there's so many different roads that you can take to kind of drive around and observe this strange anomaly that is seen on top of this peak, right? Now, let's zoom in a little bit into the distance so you can see this dish up on the mountain, right? Now, just use your imagination a little bit, okay? If there's clouds surrounding this peak, kind of keeping it a bit secret, shall we say, and just seeing this kind of silver-shaped observatory poking through the clouds, it would look very weird. And no matter where you place this is a telescope that can, you know, swivel and change direction here. And if we kind of put the other telescopes above it, it looks kind of similar, and you can kind of see the front of the telescope kind of poking out here versus what you can see on the image here. So, I don't know, mate. What do you guys think? You let me know down below, but I think this one is an observatory.
NASA is almost 100% sure that in November, the aliens are coming. They even state that the first glance at the Three-Eye Atlas was at the beginning of July, which they seen through the NASA's Atlas telescope. Now they stating that this mothership is 12 miles wide and it's traveling at 37 miles per second. They even state that a mysterious object, the Three-Eye Atlas, has entered our solar system, and it's the third confirmation. But is it just a comet, or is it alien technology? They state that its trajectory will bring it within 130 million miles of Earth on October 30th. But here's the question. Why are they coming? Now, it's even been reports by NASA saying that these aliens are almost 7 feet tall. Even more crazy is that they state that they resemble us. Come November 1st, will it be the final days? Do you believe aliens exist? Do you believe that they finna touch down on Earth?
Yo, now this is breaking news. Now, I don't know how true this is, but this have to be true. This is word from the Pentagon. I seen this on X. They're saying that the aliens will be landed in the next 2 weeks. Now, y'all don't find that kind of strange? In the next 2 weeks, and guess what a location will be? Miami. Now, yo, sit down and listen. Now, y'all remember the incident that took place in Miami about 2 years ago? I think it's been about 2 years, where the people were saying it was some kids fighting, but they said no, it was not kids. They said they seen aliens walking around at the mall, and they had so many police officers. Y'all remember they had helicopters and police officers. Now, y'all really think that they need all those police officers and helicopters while kids are fighting? No. And y'all remember the people were saying they was trying to record, and the recordings, when they went back to the video was not there. And then they had a lady a while back. She was putting in the coordinates from Antarctic to Miami. And some kind of way she was saying that the coordinates line up like it was the exact coordinates. And she thinking that some kind of way they put their coordinates in wrong and they ended up in Miami. Now, yo, they're saying that the aliens will be landing in Miami in the next 2 weeks. Now, I'll be back with part 2. I got some more to tell y'all. Just hang on. Just hang on. Like, share, comment, and repost. And TikTok. This is for entertainment purpose only. I'm only on here to bring awareness to my friends for the next movie of the aliens that's coming out. Bye, y'all. Share, like, comment, and repost.
Aliens are living in our oceans. At least that's what Congress heard during a recent hearing on unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAPs, on Wednesday.
We know that there are objects or phenomena observed in our airspace, as your witnesses will testify, and also possibly in our oceans. In many cases, we don't know what they are.
Former military and NASA officials testified, led by South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace. Witnesses reported seeing orbs in groups of unidentified vessels off the U.S. East Coast, some coming into close contact with military ships. In one instance, a retired U.S. Navy Rear Admiral claimed there was a near mid-air collision while an aircraft carrier was operating off the East Coast.
The text of the email was brief but alarming, with words to the effect, "If any of you know what these are, tell me ASAP. We are having multiple near mid-air collisions."
So what do you think? Have you ever had any encounters with aliens while out on the ocean?